you ever wondered if there's a way to turn your enemies into allies? Today, we're diving into the fascinating psychological phenomenon known as the Benjamin Franklin effect. Named after the famous American inventor and statesman, this effect reveals a surprising truth. Asking someone for a favor can actually make them like you more. It sounds counterintuitive, but history and psychology both back it up. In this video, we'll explore how this effect works, why it happens, and how you can use it in your own life to build better relationships, even with those who might not be your biggest fans. Start with the story behind the effect. Benjamin Franklin once faced a political rival who openly disliked him. Instead of avoiding or confronting this person, Franklin did something unexpected. He asked to borrow a rare book from his rival's collection. The rival, flattered by the request, agreed. After Franklin returned the book with a thank you note, the two men became friends. This simple act of asking for a favor changed the dynamic between them. Franklin's clever approach is now a classic example of how small gestures can shift relationships in powerful ways. Why does asking for a favor make someone like you more? Psychologists explain this using the concept of cognitive dissonance. When someone does a favor for you, their mind tries to justify the action. If they didn't like you before, they might start to think, if I help this person, maybe they're not so bad. This mental shift helps reduce the discomfort of doing something nice for someone they disliked. Over time, these small acts can lead to genuine positive feelings and even friendship. Cognitive dissonance is a psychological term that describes the discomfort we feel when our actions and beliefs don't match. For example, if someone believes they don't like you but then helps you, their mind feels uneasy. To resolve this, they might change their attitude and start to see you in a more positive light. This is the core mechanism behind the Benjamin Franklin effect and why it works so well in real-life situations. You don't need to ask for something huge to trigger the Franklin effect. Even small favors like borrowing a pen or asking for advice can have a significant impact. The key is to make the request genuine and reasonable. When someone helps you, they invest a little bit of themselves in the relationship. This investment makes them more likely to see you in a positive way, opening the door for better communication and understanding. It's important to note that asking for a huge favor right away can backfire. If the request feels too demanding, it might make the other person uncomfortable or even reinforce negative feelings. Start with something small and manageable. This way, you're more likely to get a positive response and set the stage for a better relationship in the future. Reciprocity is another key concept at play. When someone does you a favor, they often expect kindness in return. This mutual exchange helps build trust and cooperation. By starting the cycle with a small request, you create an opportunity for positive interactions to continue. Over time, this can turn even the most strained relationships into supportive ones. Imagine you have a coworker who seems distant or unfriendly. Instead of avoiding them, try asking for their opinion on a work project or requesting a small favor like borrowing a stapler. This simple act can break the ice and start to shift their perception of you. Over time, these small interactions can lead to a more positive and collaborative working relationship. In a school setting, the Franklin effect can be just as powerful. If you're struggling to connect with a classmate, try asking them for help with homework or advice on a subject they're good at. This not only shows respect for their abilities but also gives them a chance to see you in a new light. Over time, these small requests can build bridges and turn classmates into friends. Maybe you have a neighbor you barely know, or even when you've had disagreements with, try asking to borrow a tool or for a recommendation about local services. These small requests can open the door to friendly conversations and help you find common ground. Over time, what started as a simple favor can blossom into a supportive, neighborly relationship. Asking for a favor can feel uncomfortable, especially if you're not used to it. Many people worry about being seen as needy or bothersome. However, research shows that most people are actually happy to help when asked. The key is to keep your requests reasonable and to express genuine gratitude afterward. This helps ease any awkwardness and sets a positive tone for future interactions. Don't forget the importance of saying thank you. Expressing gratitude after someone helps you reinforces the positive feelings created by the favor. A simple thank you note or a kind word can go a long way in strengthening your relationship. Gratitude not only makes the other person feel appreciated, but also encourages them to continue being helpful in the future. Relationships don't change overnight. The Benjamin Franklin effect works best when you're patient and consistent. By making small requests and showing appreciation, you gradually build trust and goodwill. Over time, even the most challenging relationships can improve, leading to stronger connections and mutual respect. Of course, the Franklin effect isn't a magic solution for every situation. Some people may be unwilling to help or may have strong negative feelings that take time to overcome. If your request is rejected, don't take it personally. Focus on being respectful and open and look for other opportunities to connect. Sometimes it just takes a little more time and patience. Studies have shown that people tend to like those they help more than those who help them. This is because helping someone requires a small investment, and our minds want to justify that investment by seeing the person in a positive light. This scientific insight supports Franklin's original observation and explains why the effect is so powerful in everyday life. Franklin effect isn't limited to face-to-face interactions. In the digital age, you can use it online as well. Try asking for advice in a professional forum or requesting feedback on social media. These small digital favors can help you build connections and even turn online critics into supporters. It's important to remember that cultural norms can influence how favors are perceived. In some cultures, asking for help is seen as a sign of trust and respect, while in others it might be less common. Be mindful of the context and adjust your approach accordingly. Understanding cultural differences can help you use the Franklin effect more effectively. Sincerity is crucial when using the Franklin effect. If your request feels manipulative or insincere, it can backfire and damage trust. Always make sure your requests are genuine and that you truly value the other person's help. Authenticity is the foundation of any strong relationship. The Franklin effect is especially useful when dealing with rivals or competitors. By asking for a small favor, you can break down barriers and start building a foundation of trust. Over time, this can transform adversarial relationships into partnerships benefiting both parties. Leaders can use the Franklin effect to build stronger teams. By occasionally asking team members for input or assistance, leaders show trust and respect. This not only boosts morale but also encourages collaboration and loyalty within the group. Customer service professionals can also benefit from the Franklin effect. By asking customers for feedback or suggestions, they show that their opinions matter. This can turn dissatisfied customers into loyal supporters and improve the overall customer experience. In negotiations, asking for a small concession can help build rapport and trust. This approach can make the other party more willing to cooperate and find mutually beneficial solutions. The Franklin effect helps create a positive atmosphere, making it easier to reach agreements. Even in friendships, the Franklin effect can strengthen bonds. Asking friends for small favors or advice shows that you trust and value them. This mutual support deepens your connection and makes the friendship more resilient over time. Within families, asking for help with small tasks can bring members closer together. Whether it's cooking a meal or fixing something around the house, these shared experiences build trust and understanding. The Franklin effect helps family members appreciate each other's contributions. In romantic relationships, asking for small favors or support can strengthen the bond between partners. These requests show vulnerability and trust, which are essential for intimacy. The Franklin effect encourages couples to rely on each other and grow closer. Communities thrive when members help each other. By asking for and offering favors, people build networks of support and trust. The Franklin effect can turn neighbors into friends and create a sense of belonging for everyone involved. While the Franklin effect is powerful, it's important to avoid common mistakes. Don't make requests that are too frequent or demanding, as this can feel manipulative. Always be sincere and express gratitude. Remember, the goal is to build genuine connections, not to take advantage of others. How do you know if the Franklin effect is working? Look for signs like increased friendliness, more open communication, and a willingness to help in return. These positive changes indicate that your relationship is moving in the right direction. Sometimes, despite your best efforts, a relationship may not improve. If repeated attempts to connect are unsuccessful, it's okay to move on and focus your energy elsewhere. Not every relationship can be fixed, and that's perfectly normal. Benjamin Franklin effect is a simple yet powerful tool for improving relationships. By asking for small favors and expressing gratitude, you can turn enemies into friends and build stronger connections in every area of your life. Remember to be sincere, patient, and respectful. With time and effort, you'll see the positive impact this effect can have on your relationships.